I want to talk about the story about John Petrelli, my buddy, who went on a show, and it was a Survivor type show where they had 12 people, and he ended up coming in second place. He was not an Army Ranger or survivalist. He's a personal trainer, and he beat out all these people and came in second, right? And basically, the gist of the story is they drop him in, I don't think it was in Alaska, for
Vancouver.
12,
I thought he said British Columbia, like Vancouver.
British Columbia.
Yeah.
In the remote area, as they were landing, there were some grizzly bears that were there, and they couldn't even land. They had to loop around again. So
insane.
He was given a machete, basically, to survive. He ate fish. The fish that he did catch had another fish in it, so he ate two fish at once, right? So we were having this conversation on the plane, and you had asked him a question, and you said, "Listen, while you were there, did you masturbate?" Now I gotta tell you,
yeah,
I found the question to be I'm not knocking you for the question, but it felt a little out of character for you to ask that from a guy that you don't really know. Now, I didn't have a conversation with John about this or anything like that, and then I know you had a conversation about this with your wife, and she said, "What?" No.
Well, because Pat seemed to be a little, I don't know, just like really offended by the whole comment in general. Which I listen. I know, and Jackie said the same thing. She's like, "That doesn't sound like something you would ask." You know?
Yeah.
Which, like, well, you don't know what I'm asking. But here's where I was coming from with that. This guy's saying he's alone for 14 days in the woods with nothing but a machete. Okay, that's a long ass time. You got nothing, nobody, no TV, no nothing. You're looking to kill time. At no point in 14 days, just to like relieve stress for a half a second, there's like a sunny, warm rock. And I'm not like asking for any detail. My point is, what does a man do like to kill time for 14 days alone in the woods was my thinking. All right. I didn't realize just mentioning it put me in a category.
Well, first of all, it's a show where you're trying to survive, so you're looking for food. It's a game. You got to get from point A to point B. I don't think day 3, John was, before he went in the river to make a raft to get to the other side, he's like, let me rub one out here and then go across the river. I mean, what the fuck? How horny are you?
Have you ever read Matthew McConaughey's autobiography? It's something to live by, by the way. It's something to live by.
I've read it.
He discusses how he does that. Like, it's like part of life. Like, you got to do that to, like, stay loose, stay cool, stay mellow. So, like, you know, where's John's head at? Anyone in that situation, I'm out. I don't want to get. I don't want to go into. I don't want to get into this. I don't want to get into this.
Wait. Bro. You're out in the wilderness with a machete and you're starving and you're telling me the first thing on your mind is, where can I jerk off?
No, but I will say, all right, you want me to say it? I'll say it. If I was out there for 14 days alone, at some point I would lean up against an evergreen with a little sun on me, and yeah, I would definitely think of my wife, maybe something pleasant, and I'd have a pleasant moment, absolutely, and then I get right. I mean, especially if I just ate the fish and a fish, because I'm not going to be hungry for a while. I ate a fish and a fish. There's a perfect window. So, all right? Jesus. So well, I don't know. I mean, come on. You don't think like Davy Crockett ever jerked off in the middle of the woods? I mean, it's a no-brainer. You know? Absolutely.
No, I mean,
Thinking about that squaw that got away. Oh!